found myself several years ago in probably one of the worst situations in my entire life, where I lost my job and I left a 21-year marriage all around the same time. Let me tell you, that was a very difficult point in my life. And I'm the kind of person who has worked very hard for all that she's gotten. I've done everything right the way I was supposed to, went to school and got married and had kids and lived in the suburbs, did all the things that you're supposed to do. And I checked all the boxes. And when things started to fall apart, I found myself being my own worst critic. Nobody was harder on me than me. I often find that, when I talk to people, that they are their own worst critic. No one's thinking same things that they're thinking. No one. And no one would ever say some of the things that they say to themselves internally. I know that's true for me. I don't know about you, but it's certainly true for me that I can beat myself up, along with some of the best of them. I'm telling you. Like Muhammad Ali when it comes to me. But you know what? That negative self-chatter, that negative thought that often comes through my mind, it can hold me back from doing some of the things that I really want in my life. And I just decided one day, I said, you know what? No, this isn't necessary. There's a way in which I can tame that negative self-talk, that I can overcome those obstacles, and I can overcome those challenges. And I want to offer that to you. One of the ways that I found that I could overcome them was to write it down, to write down the negative thought. And whatever that negative thought might be, I'm not good enough, I'm not pretty enough, I'm not thin enough, I'm not rich enough. Whatever it is, I don't have enough money, whatever it is. Write down that negative thought. And then ask yourself, like I asked myself, is this true? But don't stop at one time. Because, with those negative thoughts, sometimes it'll actually say, well, yeah. You might have to ask yourself a series of times. Ask yourself 3 or 4 times, is it true? And then once you've done that, then the next thing to do is really do deep assessment, a deep look into yourself, and to see if it was true, what do you need to do to change it? I mean, your dreams and your goals, they're well worth trying, well worth going out on the limb so that you can accomplish them. And you don't want anything to stop you. Don't even let you stop you. So if it's true, what do you need to do? How can you take responsibility so that you can get over that? If one of your negative self-talk is that, say, that you don't know enough, or that you can't do it because there's other smarter and brighter people. Okay, so what does that mean? That you don't have the knowledge? That's easy. Take a class. Figure out how you need to get the knowledge. Do whatever you need to do to overcome that. Then the next thing is, if the negative self-talk, after you've looked at it, if it's actually false, and more likely than not it is, then reframe it. Reframe it into a positive thought. And then say that to yourself. Whatever you do, don't let you stop you from achieving your goals, from achieving your dreams.